In a quiet village nestled between two great mountains, there lived a monk named Master Li. His temple stood in the center of a bamboo grove, a place of serenity and reflection. One day, a young man named Wei arrived at the temple, weary from a long journey. He had heard of Master Li's wisdom and sought guidance for the emptiness that gnawed at him. Wei was a successful merchant. He had accumulated wealth, fine clothes, and a grand home. Yet despite all his possessions, something deep inside him remained unsatisfied. Sitting under the shade of the bamboo trees, Wei spoke to Master Li. "I have everything I ever wanted, Master. Yet I feel a void that grows larger with each new thing I acquire. No matter how much I possess, I always long for more. What am I missing?" Master Li smiled gently and gestured toward the grove. "Do you see these bamboo trees, Wei?" Wei nodded, his brow furrowing in confusion. "Yes, Master. They are tall and beautiful." "Indeed," said Master Li. "But tell me, why do the bamboo grow so tall and straight?" Wei thought for a moment, unsure of the answer. "Perhaps because they reach for the sunlight?" Master Li nodded. "Yes, they grow tall because they seek the light, but they do not crave it endlessly. They grow to their natural height, and then they stop. They do not stretch endlessly, always reaching for more. The bamboo is content in its being, and yet it provides shelter, shade, and beauty, without demanding more than it needs." The young man looked down, pondering the meaning of Master Li's words, but the emptiness still tugged at his heart. "Master," Wei said hesitantly, "how does this explain the longing I feel? My desires grow and grow, but they never seem to be satisfied." Master Li stood and walked to the edge of a small lotus pond nearby. He knelt down and plucked a lotus flower, holding it gently in his palm. "This lotus blooms in the mud, Wei. The mud nourishes it, and the water sustains it. But the flower does not cling to the mud, nor does it demand more water than it can hold. It simply blooms, perfect in its moment, then lets go when the time comes." He handed the lotus to Wei, who examined it closely. Its petals were soft and fragrant, yet delicate, as if it could dissolve into the air at any moment. Master Li spoke again, his voice like a calm breeze. "The more you grasp at things, the more you believe they will fill the void inside you. But desires are like the mud beneath the lotus. They are necessary for life, but if you cling to them, they will weigh you down. True contentment comes not from adding more, but from learning when to let go." Wei looked up, the realization slowly dawning on him. "So I must stop seeking more and more possessions?" "Seeking more will only deepen your hunger," Master Li said. "Material things are like the wind. You may feel them, chase them, but they can never be held. Like the bamboo, find your natural height. Like the lotus, bloom where you are, and let go when the time is right." Wei sat in silence, the words echoing in his mind. For the first time, he felt the stirrings of peace within himself. The endless race for more, the constant striving. These were illusions that had kept him from seeing the beauty of what already was. Master Li smiled softly, sensing Wei's understanding. "Remember, the bamboo does not envy the sky, and the lotus does not fear the mud. Be like them, Wei. Find stillness in what you have, and the longing for more will fade like the ripples in the pond." The wind gently rustled the bamboo leaves as the young man sat in quiet contemplation, watching the lotus float serenely on the surface of the water. For the first time in his life, Wei understood that contentment was not something he could chase, but something he could embrace.